2025 live from Brisbane, Australia. You're back with me, Bob de Quickly.
And me, Sweet Fanny Adams.
Welcome back. This is the second game on track 1 today, and warming up at the moment, currently wearing orange for their warm-up. We'll talk about that shortly, but they'll be skating in black today, is Team Canada Junior Roller Derby. And they'll be represented on track today by Tuffy, She-Hulk, Kitty Catapult, Red Streaks, Stevie Whips, April Sowers, Alhurt Einstein, Howabunga, Vicious Vi, Shredder, Speed Demon, What the Beck, Mad Max, Hurricane Lane, and Mo Skater Raid.
Very nice. And in the white for Team Great Britain, we have Aussie Offence, Jack in the Box, Sirius Block, Nuclear, Event Horizon, Power Tower, Thing One, Pika, Atomic Bomb, Hazmat, Annihilator, Swear Jar, Whiz, Hatchet Girl, excuse me, and Twinkle Toes. So our teams are back in the benches. Team Canada are removing their warm-up shirts.
Yeah, Team Canada's orange shirts, wearing their orange shirts in recognition of the Indigenous people's suffering caused by Canada's shameful past. People watching at home in Canada will be familiar with the orange.
People around the world may not be. It's just to acknowledge what was done to Canada's First Nations people. And that did remind me, I do like to give an acknowledgement of countries. So in this country, any person is able to give an acknowledgement of country and pay our respect to all elders, past, present and future, of the traditional custodians of the lands on which we are meeting here today. So Australia has its own past with its mistreatment of its First Nations people, and we are working towards a better future, and it's beautiful to see Canada's way of representing that with their warm-up shirts.
Perfect indeed. You can see on screen at the moment, this takes me back in time a little bit. We're having a gear check, officials checking the equipment of the skaters on track before we get underway with play.
All right, cool. I wasn't sure what was going on because this doesn't happen anymore, what the heck? But this level of play, and I can see it may be something they're doing as an extra consideration, because we do have track repairs running on the other side at the moment, so I think everyone's aware of the level of gameplay. I don't like to say there is increased chance of injury, but it is always a heightened risk. It's one of the joys of this sport. Not only is it a full contact sport, it's a full contact sport on wheels, which is not your smartest idea, so safety is sexy as hell.
Just as we wind down, ready for start of play, you can see on screen Team Great Britain just having their last chat, their last chant, centering themselves and getting ready to play.
Focusing in for the battle that's about to come. So if you've only just joined us, you're about to get some serious intensity. Game 1 between Team USA and Belgium was non-stop for the half hour. Everyone is here playing to win. How did that happen?
You can see us there in the background.
Woo! I'm glad I wore my speaking glasses. Hide my face.
Skaters making their way to trackside, ready to get this game underway.
So on track, I can see number 2 is Pika, 19. I did my rounds, but I'm telling you, the pressure's getting to me. So number 19 was Thing One. How can I forget Thing One? Oh, I love, we've got 2 and 02 on track. 02 is Jack in the Box, 2 is Pika. Try not to get them confused, but it looks like 00 Aussie Offence will be taking first jam for Great Britain.
And for Team Canada, is that 909 Mo Skater Raid?
I believe it is. Hard to tell with everyone taking these low positions to start nicely braced, getting themselves ready to take impact. And we've got Dino Tello as our jam timer for this game again. Dino Tello, possibly the most magnificent hair.
One of my favourite rolling whistles as well.
Bit of a local legend. Sorry if I carry on. 909. That is Masquerade. Oh, that was a hectic pack. I could not tell who was getting out first.
I was sure Canada were going to pick up lead from that one, but just knocked to the out. And
Aussie offence. I don't know if it's OZZY is to do with Ozzy Osbourne or because knowing coming to Australia. That was a very quick hit and quit. 2 points each. Two apiece.
Yeah.
Sorry, watching my levels. This is a very good microphone and I'm used to having to project my voice.
And once again, in this pool play at the JRDA World Cup, we'll be playing 30-minute periods for our first day and a half of play. So there's no second half for these folks. It's all about scoring while you can.
We've got Twinkle Toes up for Great Britain, being assisted by Hazmat. Oh, that was Hazmat doing some beautiful booty blocking on the Canadian jammer there at the back of the pack.
And Red Streak's jamming for Team Canada at the moment, currently wrapped up on their initial pass. There's a backblock being issued to somebody. That's
that is Team Canada.
61, Shredder.
Meanwhile, look at 314 out the front for Team Canada. Fearless. I'll hurt Einstein. Hectic pack now as people are forming up, and look at Twinkle Toes, and that is absolutely forearms penalty. I think we possibly caught that very clearly on camera too.
I'll hurt Einstein just chasing that jammer down out the front, returning.
Chest blocking.
Oh, looks like it might have been with some forearms involved in there as well for 276.
Wow.
Hazmat heading off to the penalty box.
Hazmat being sent back on track as seats are full.
Well, they'll be waiting in queue for the next available spot in the
Hazmat impacted there, unfortunately, by a little bit of whistle bleed from the other track. We had the 4-whistle call off, thought it was this track. Hence their hesitation.
Red Streak's heading off to the Spank Alley penalty box now as well.
And look at Event Horizon taking the Canadian jammer down and yielding back.
Cowabunga now jamming for Team Canada, having received the star pass.
Hatchet Girl trying to line up, but beautiful assist. Number 61 on Canada's roster.
That's Shredder.
Most of that cheering, if you're getting bleed through, that is from track 2.
Oh, Shredder a little bit slow to get up. Might be some. No, Shredder with picking up an injury.
All right, let's.
Is being supported back to the bench.
That's number 61.
Yeah, massive shout out also to Lethbridge Roller Derby Guild. Sweet Fanny Adams, do you know that they've hired a theatre and are watching live in a cinema or a theatre at the moment?
Is that in Great Britain?
No, Canada.
Canada?
Yep, Lethbridge Roller Derby Guild.
Good afternoon, Canada, eh?
Shout out.
Thank you so much for being online to support your fantastic players.
Shout out from Shredder and D-Ray.
Beautiful work. Oh, number 2. We've got parents online. All right, I'm going to take this time. We're going to try to see and give you calls for who is on track. I can see Speed Demon for Team Canada has got the pivot cover on. Stevie Whips. Could be, Hurricane Lane is also going to be part of the pack out there.
We just did an official timeout. Looks like we're trying to sort out some of the penalties and outstanding penalties, see who needed to sit a penalty after we had some full seats in the Spank Alley
penalty box. Was, lightly hectic there for a while. That's worth sorting out. Players on track. It's a difficult time actually trying to focus in, and you can't stay tense all the time, but you've got to keep your focus. Becomes quite challenging during some of these timeouts, but I can see Jack in the Box on track with Sirius Block. Going to be in our pack for Great Britain there. Oh, getting some love online too. A lot of people online actually calling out for Canada. Who shout out for the theatre crew? Oh, energy. Hi, Mum. I know you're watching and misses you. Go Canada. Lots of Canada love. Lots of Canada love online.
We might get some Great Britain love online a little bit later. It's a little bit different in the time zones.
It's slightly different.
Maybe you guys can watch tomorrow.
Howabunga? We're calling Howabunga Hungabunga. What's going on there, Audrey Pledger? Is that how we pronounce it properly? Hungabunga? Oh, and we are getting... Oh, that's it. Bob de Quickly throws down the gauntlet. Great Britain responds. We have got love from Great Britain coming in as well. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Faye. Possibly human. I know how you feel, my friend. From Ontario, go Canada. So fantastic to have everyone tuning in. Nuclear, all right, I hear you, Tyler. Nuclear from Great Britain getting some love. All right, our Zeebs are not looking quite ready. We've got our beautiful ninjas, NSOs, the ninjas of the Derby world. Because when they're doing their jobs right, you don't notice them.
Oh, we had a rolling whistle then. We've gone back into the official timeout.
We have Stevie Whips will be jamming for Canada. I do love the fact that their helmet covers have the maple leaf.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I'm not sure how it's showing up on camera, but the low contrast helmet covers for Team Canada.
It is low contrast from this distance. Obviously good enough for the refs, otherwise that would have been raised as an issue.
Yeah, and yeah, they're much closer than us.
Oh, and look at that. Nice reframing there, Beard. Thank you. You can see it, yeah, from the right angles. That's a nice...
Yeah, they've got the high contrast outline on the stripe and the maple leaf.
They do. All right. What other fun facts do we have? You did good. I don't have a printer at home. I work from home full time now, so there's a lot of office supplies going. I need to sort myself out on. But yeah, all of the teams. So for anyone watching online, it may benefit you to pull up the player rosters that were posted in the Facebook page. We're not always across all the names. We see the numbers a lot better than the names. So if you need to pull those up to have yourselves follow along, please do.
Atomic Bomb surviving the front with a big chase down at the front.
And that was number 83. Oh, Hurricane Lane, I'm seeing why. And this is why you can never think you are clear of the pack. You keep your head down low and go, go, go. Hurricane Lane.
Absolutely. What an amazing chase down that was.
But look at the fight back from Atomic Bomb.
Yeah, Speed Demon just with the last ditch attempt to catch Atomic, then not successful, but quickly back to rejoin the Canadian defence.
And what is happening with our Canadian jammer out the back there? That Stevie Whips has just been so comprehensively locked down. Those are booties of doom.
Hurricane Lane just heading off to the Spank Alley penalty box.
And we have had a panty pass from Stevie Whips to Speed Demon. But my God, Great Britain's blocking power to make that as difficult as possible. All right, these are the early minutes of the game where both teams are starting to get the measure of one another, and they're going to start realising how they need to refocus and shift up their gameplay.
Mosquerade taking the jammer line for Team Canada, and welcome to the jammer line swear jar, number 42 for Team Great Britain.
All right, early days. Points, everyone's got points on the board. Canada 14, Great Britain 32. Oh! Great Britain, yes, you may be half asleep, but you still bring the noise for your team. You and Belgium, I'm sure. Well done, guys. Yes, and Stevie. Oh, Andy. You gave Stevie their name. Nice one. And this is how closely our people online are watching. I've got someone letting us know that the panty pass had happened. So great to see you are really paying attention, because another official time out. But yeah, this is World Championships sport.
I'm just trying to have a watch. It looks like at the end, end of that last jam, Jack in the Box might have picked up a penalty, so they did have another skater head out to track 276 who was told to return to the bench. 02 asked to return to the track and then have been sent to the Spank Alley penalty box. So Team Canada will also be starting this next jam with 2 blockers in the box.
All right, so light on track for Team Canada. Very strong start from Great Britain, so this is going to be interesting for those 2 blockers. Looks like we've got Speed Demon and number 30. What are we looking at? Speed Demon. Is that I'll Hurt Einstein? Well, if I'm only going to send out 2 blockers, I've got to admit, already from what I've seen of those 2, they would be high on my list to be able to manage at least the pressure of this situation, and they've got some moves. Who the heck is Mo?
909, Moscarade.
Of course. Thank you, Amy. Getting a lot of love online with people getting, go Mo! I thought it was Moo at first. I do apologise. So just doing some reconfiguring on our desk. We've got a few things to have a look at. All right, so Swear Jar taking this jam, starting down low. Look at that, my word. That is why you send out Speed Demon and I'll Hurt Einstein as your only 2 blockers. They held up. Swear Jar from nowhere came Mo.
Yeah, Mo not even meeting any defenders on that last pass through the pack to pick up the score.
Ninja'd it. Absolute ninja.
Everybody back from the Spank Alley penalty box. Another 2 Team Canada blockers heading there as we speak, though.
I saw cut track sign. Oh, and there is Jack in the Box.
So
tapping on Einstein.
Moscarade just getting told to continue this jam. We've got some blockers to get out of the box. D-Ray just giving the signal to keep going, keep it clean.
Right, getting back into that pack. There's Most taking some big hits, jumping and jagging. Knocked to the back of the pack there by Hatchet Girl.
The pack settles down after the initial excitement there.
Really nice shoulder block there from Swear Jar on I'll Hurt Einstein. Did you see how low Swear Jar had to bend themselves down to deliver a legal block? So even at this high intensity, at this absolutely insane sport that we play, the thinking you can see. I always called it, it's not violent chess, I don't know a better word for it, but it is chess because you are thinking strategy at the same time your legs are going and you are jumping, changing, jagging. It's the mental dexterity is possibly what I like to draw people's attention to because you cannot see, you can see the effects. I do know chess boxing. I've been told and reminded that chess boxing is a sport. Absolutely. But they play chess in between. I'm serious. If you've played this game on track, the switch from offense to defense that you may need to do at the drop of a pin, switching up gameplays to counter your opposition without destroying your own team's plays. It's just.
As we line up for the next jam, we've got red streaks for Team Canada and Aussie offence jamming for Team Great Britain. We just had a quick official timeout while the referees had a chat to the non-skating officials in the Spank Alley
And
penalty
look
box.
at these hectic packs. That is amazing. Normally, as a jammer, you want the packs that broken up. I'm not sure that it's really helping either of our jammers too much because of the agility.
Aussie
Everyone is
forcefully
showing.
into the back of that pack for a score, the start of a scoring pass, able to pick up 3 and then urgently calling it off.
That was a frantic call off because the speed that who was Red Streaks was coming in with. Wow. A good jammer lap is 7 seconds. I'm picking 5 on Red. Easy.
So we've got Twinkle Toes going to be lining up to jam for Team Great Britain, and Speed Demon once again jamming for Team Canada.
How is our Spank Alley penalty box looking? It's actually empty.
We've got a full deck of blockers in front of these jammers.
This is what we want to see, and this is what our jammers need.
Calm as you like, Twinkle Toes just listening to the bench on their way past, nodding, yes, I hear you, I'll do what you say.
I've got my time lapping the pack. That's a good time to do a jammer brain reset. The fighting, the reforming. All right, I have to say, this game, these teams seem, I don't know if it's their intensity levels or what it is that is happening. Neither team seems to be having much success at maintaining the formations they're trying to hold. They're breaking each other apart really quickly. So we're not seeing the strong triangles yet. But what we're also not seeing is that making much of a difference or making it much easier for people to get through. So even when they're broken apart, the agility and the thinking is still present.
Absolutely.
Oh, that is, and look at this, I love being proven wrong. I said it last game. That is Team Canada with a beautiful triangle formation, locking down Great Britain's
But
jammer.
also what we see is Stevie Whips, the jammer for Team Canada, getting a back block penalty and heading off to the box. So it's a power jam now.
Atomic bomb.
In control.
And Great Britain onto the Canadian defence to split them apart. Beautiful hit out and yield back there by number 44, Kawabanga.
And Great Britain choosing to call that one off, and they're going to start the next one with a power start.
Power start.
The Stevie Whips jamming for Team Canada will be starting from the box. And is that
the pressure on this
Swearjar?
Quite intense, because how long do they hold for? It's a very short hold at the start of a jam, so this is Great Britain's very small opportunity, which they have maximised.
Yeah, straight away. Swearjar out with lead.
And again, Great Britain using the tactic there of not rolling the pack forward, holding things still to make it easier for Swearjar to lap and pick up more times.
Beautiful work by the Team Canada blocker. That's Kitty Catapult there, just defending from the rollback, allowing their jammer to quickly get back on track and restart their scoring pass.
Stevie Whips has been having a hell of a time doing a lot of work. We've now got Albert Einstein is dropping back, and we do have a pass. The star has passed. Albert Einstein making their way out of the pack.
And tell you what, this jam, Kitty for Team Canada, all over the track at the front and the back of the pack, switching it up from offence to defence.
Everywhere they need to be, and this is what I mean about the mental agility. The awareness to know where to put themselves when. Stevie Whips is going through.
Albert Einstein now clear of the pack and scoring.
Had to go off to the penalty box. Oh! And this is what we see. This is what I love seeing from athletes. Hazmat there. Beautiful block on Albert Einstein. Turning and checking. The whistle had gone. It's not gameplay. Making sure the opposition is okay.
Looks like we have an official review being called by Team Canada. We'll find out some information about that very shortly.
Thank you, Bob. So while Bob is popping off to find out, I can see serious block 07. Having a little twizzle. Sometimes it's the best thing you can do. Defrag the brain. Less haste is more speed is a saying I like to pull out, and it is, I think, the finest, the most pivotal challenge here, because this is a hectic keeping the brain calm. You need the eye of the storm type of thinking, that in amongst everything you're doing, where is your calm center? And if that takes twizzling on the track to do that, I say do it. So at the moment we have got serious block. We'll be blocking for Aussie offence. The only two Great Britain players on the track I can see Event Horizon standing in the Spank Alley penalty box, and 2 seats filled for Great Britain. Not ideal for them. Going to be good to see what Canada can do to maximise that. Great Britain does have an edge at the moment with 80 points to 33 for Canada. And Bob de Quickly is rejoining us, but I can see Albert Einstein and Howabunga heading back for Canada. So, Bob, fill us in. What's going down?
That official review was called by Team Canada, asking for a penalty to be assessed to number 42, Swearjar, for Great Britain as jammer, who skated out of bounds to avoid a hit instead of after being hit. It turns out that official review was not required because the referees had already assessed it.
Wonderful. So they get to keep, Team Canada keep their official review up their sleeves, do they?
I don't think they do.
Because they used it.
Because they used it.
Yeah,
but Team Canada will now be having a power start with Swearjar starting this one in the Spank Alley penalty box.
And they have got 2 Great Britain blockers. And there is a forearms on Speed Demon. So we saw this a little bit in the previous game.
That was a late call on that penalty as well, allowing Speed Demon to be the other side of the track before they got called.
Was difficult, but it is part of the intensity of these games. So we did see things become a little bit penalty heavy. And again, it is that fine line that these athletes walk. They need to take the intensity. They have got half an hour to progress their team and their country through the tiers of gameplay here.
Also, part of the challenges of having 2 games of roller derby in one room here at the moment as well.
Absolutely.
It's loud, and these refs need to be able to communicate with each other. Yep. It makes it challenging.
And they need to be clearly heard. The skaters need to clearly hear them.
Speed Demon looking to get a big jump over the apex at the conclusion of that, but the 4 whistles had gone, and there's another official review.
Fantastic. And I am going to comment on that apex jump because that was tidy footwork. If anyone else noticed, one of the things jumping is not about jumping up high in the air, it's about pulling your knees to your chest, was one technique. That was such a textbook example of lifting the knees up. The feet stayed completely under their hips, landed beautifully balanced. I'm a bit of a fangirl of pretty well life, universe, all things, and these are young people doing some incredible things. Roller skating. It's interesting enough. If you have not roller skated, please go visit your local rink. Keep your rinks alive. It helps keep our sport alive. And this is, I love to think it's one of the most exciting sports in the world, and I believe it really is one of the most exciting sports. For all the intensity, we work very hard to keep everyone safe, keep injury low. Everyone is playing for the long term, and it doesn't impact the excitement one bit. Bob's back.
So this official review has been called by Team Great Britain, asking for a late hit penalty to be applied to Speed Demon for that apex jump at the conclusion, which they have stated was initiated after the 4 whistles. And they made contact with one of the Team Great Britain blockers during that jump. So asking for a late hit penalty there.
Yeah. Interesting to note impact factors on that. Someone who may have the rules handy, feel free to fill me in online.
It may come down to less about the impact and more about the safety of the action.
Exactly, because I do believe the apex jump, it doesn't matter what the impact is if you make contact. But I would need to check the rules for that. So if anyone wants to fill me in. Oh, Speed Demon is known for their jumps. It was literally the symbol for a tournament that they named the Maple Leaps.
And Speed Demon not heading off to the penalty box after that, so I can only imagine that the official review was not upheld.
And meanwhile, here we've got Aussie offence through the pack for Great Britain. We have number... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong colours. That was Hatchet Girl coming back from the penalty box for Great Britain. And, oh, now we are starting to see. And again, I'm not seeing these clear shapes so much. That is a hectic looking pack. But in amongst all that movement, they are all. Okay, I think I see what's happening now. Because even though their formations are being hit apart, they are reforming them so quickly and subtly. There's a lot of movement, repositioning. My God, these athletes are incredible. Have a look, Aussie offence. Look at that footwork on the line, keeping inbounds.
Oh, one to get past, turns it around nicely on one skate, avoids the hit, out of play at the front, and there will be a destruction penalty.
Applied, yes. Mad Max, fantastic work out the front there, and there was destruction by 180. That
April Sowers.
I actually really enjoy that name, can I just say.
The pack gets a moment to resettle.
Red streaks coming back from the penalty box, entering in time.
Aussie offence with the toe stops around the outside that time. Just the strength and the ability to avoid those hits.
Yeah, doing some very, very beautiful toe stop work.
Team Canada now with a completed star pass. Howabunga now with the star cover. And with some spinning through the pack. Spins off those hits beautifully.
Magnificent. We've seen Howabunga's blocking. You sometimes see it from your blocking jammers, as I like to think of them. They take the hits and turn it into something else. So that is a beautiful skill set to have.
Absorb and redirect the energy from those hits.
If you can't avoid the hit, see if you can turn it to your advantage.
And that was a 27-point jam from Great Britain. That takes them to 107 now, leading Canada on 41.
Albert Einstein heading out as pivot for Canada, pivoting for Mosca. I do not know. I'm so sorry, Mosca Raid. It's not hard to say, but I'm having an issue. Mosca Raid.
I think I was reading as Mo Skater Raid earlier too, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Not just me.
Yeah, Mosca Raid.
Sorry, Mo. Big apologies, big props. So also for Canada, with Kitty Catapult. So you've already flagged Kitty. Want to keep an eye on for their pack work.
So we're about halfway through this 30-minute period of play, and it has been a little bit penalty heavy. We'll see if we can get a penalty graphic up on the screen to see where those penalties have been lying.
Yeah, I'd rather look at that than the track repairs. I'm so glad to know the track repairs are going on. I'm really, really impressed with our crews here, looking after our skaters this well.
There we go. We've got the penalty count for Team Canada there at the moment. No overarching theme starting to appear there. It's a reasonable spread of penalties.
It's nice, variety. It's good to see people are not repeating the same mistakes.
That's right.
Hopefully we're learning and refining what we're doing. Also out for Team Canada, 7607, What the Bank. So that's Team Canada. Nice looking pack there. I can see Hazmat up there for Great Britain. Is that Atomic? No, that's not Atomic.
Thank you, and the Great Britain penalties on screen. Thank you, Beard, for being on the ball with our requests to show these penalty graphics. Again, a reasonable spread. There's no real patterns. There's a handful of forearms, but I think as you say, as the teams warm up and get used to playing at this level, in what is a short game, short matchups today.
The intensity of getting up to speed mentally in 30 minutes, it's amazing. So also on the track for Great Britain, who did I say? So Annihilator. Annihilator's been getting some Nuclear. He's getting big, big, big love. Tyler, I'm so sorry. Nuclear. So number 14 on track for Great Britain.
Okay, we can see some movement. Mosca Raid during this official timeout being sent to the Spank Alley penalty box. Officials and the...
Oh, Tyler loves Nuclear because they're in a relationship.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah, baby.
Welcome and thanks for watching us on the feed. This is the JRDA World Cup 2025, live from Brisbane, Australia.
Oh, Tyler, GB are definitely the best. Everyone deserves a win. This is where I can never pick a team, babe. I love the sport. I love this sport so much. My favourite parts of this sport are seeing people who are playing not so much for the win. They're not playing to play for the win. All right. I don't ever want to watch someone trying to beat another team because it's never about that. Play for the win. Absolutely. But what drives me the most and what I get most passionate about that I see more and more, and I've seen more from our younger players as they've started growing into this sport, they play the best they possibly can, because you win a game by outplaying the other team. And if you can focus on giving your best every moment, the win will come. And that's what I love seeing. I think that's why we don't see some of, the antagonistic rival. We see the hit going and the player checking their opposition, making sure they're all right, because it's after the whistle. I can check on you now. Regardless of who actually wins this game and this tournament, we are all winning from getting to watch this sport. I understand we've had some people having a bit of an issue, the OTs, the official timeouts, they are draining.
I'm not entirely sure what's been happening during this official timeout, but we saw Masquerade being sent to the penalty box and now being asked to return to the track. So maybe there is no penalty for the Team Canada jammer.
Mm-hmm. But yes, if you're finding the official timeouts difficult, please send your energy to the skaters who have to try to maintain their focus and intensity. And look,
not to mention their joint warmth and flexibility.
Thank you. I know they're younger, but yes, very important, young persons. Look after your joints.
Twinkle Toes is the jammer, currently in control of this jam with a lovely apex jump across turn one.
Beautifully controlled. Again, the feet stayed under the hips. Gorgeous landing. Oh!
This time with one of their feet landing. Yeah, one of their feet landing on the infield, having to go back and start.
Such awareness. Fantastic awareness. Look at number 18 for Canada. Stevie Whip's impact. Some beautiful blocking there. Just being an absolute nightmare.
Albert Einstein, the pivot for Team Canada, has the star cover in their hand, having received the pass. Yet to get their way through the pack, though. Oh, forcefully into some of these Great Britain blockers at the moment. Serious block, living up to their name and delivering that block.
Oh, and look at Great Britain getting amongst as Canada trying to form up their defence and Britain not letting them. Canada flowing around to do what they can where they can.
Twinkle Toes absorbing hits from every Canada blocker as they went through the pack then. Barely varied their line.
So it's the thing I'm noticing about Twinkle Toes. Hectic legs. It's the duck principle. Is carrying themselves in as relaxed a manner as they can. The hits come, they don't push you as far if you absorb them softly.
Did you see him grab that forward roll on turn 4 then? Absorb the hit, fall over, forward roll, skates back underneath,
That's
off we
it.
go.
Oh, Hazmat thought that was a cut there. And yes. So Einstein sent to at the very end of that jam. So
there'll be a full 30-second power jam for Team Great Britain at the start of the next jam.
Right. If you're seeing it on camera, and I'm not surprised, you can see Team Canada, they're puffing a little bit as they're coming off track. It is not surprising at all because they are not holding anything back. As I keep saying, it's this 30 minutes of intensity. These are juniors, all right? And most of them may have been playing a lot longer than I ever did, but they are still young people.
Atomic Bomb number 235 for Team Great Britain is the jammer on the track at the moment. The only jammer on track at the moment, being taken way out the front.
Look at that amazing hip hold. Hurricane Lane has got the hip. Was that Hurricane? I saw Hurricane. Oh. Yes, that was Hurricane Lane. Hurricane Lane, amazing hip blocking.
That's mean.
Oh, that's brutal.
Atomic Bomb getting through for a scoring pass, calling it off, and icing that jammer in the penalty box for another start.
They looked to see jammer was standing, so yeah.
You know what that is, Sweet Fanny. That's sport.
That is absolute. That is intense strategy and tactics. This is World Championship level gameplay and strategy. I cannot say it, and I'm going to keep saying it, how amazing all of these young athletes are.
So
The maturity that they play with as well.
So only seconds were left to start, well, the serve of that penalty.
And those
for
seconds
Einstein.
where Jar has been able to maximise with the help of Event Horizon.
Einstein clear of the pack on an initial pass now, so both jammers will be scoring on this time through the pack.
And now that messy pack hectic action, they were holding Swearjar up. Swearjar
off to
forearms.
Forearms penalty in the Spank Alley penalty box.
So we're running the full 2 minutes on this one. No lead jammer now. Einstein being Hazmat, Event Horizon, Hazmat, and then up comes, who is our number 2? Is that Pika? Pika coming up to help out. Whew. Einstein, little shake of the head, not surprised. Has to dig deep.
Yeah, Einstein having to start that scoring pass again, having been recycled. Oh,
Horizon.
Oh, Swearjar back from the box meanwhile has picked up a scoring pass.
Fantastic work from Great Britain to contain Einstein long enough. Swearjar getting some nice little chest blocks on.
And Hatchet Girl managing to, looks like they've forced a cut track penalty on Einstein at the moment.
All right, so now Swearjar through that one. Look at the Great Britain pack. We have only got the 2 Canadians formed up. Oh, joined now by number 18, Stevie Whips. Beautiful is, okay, Hurricane Lane. Looking happy. Little wiggle of the hips. Smart gameplay. When you avoid the blockers, you tell them where you're going and they have a chance to cover that track. Swearjar headed straight for the opposition, kept them away, had only a foot's width on the inside, but that was all they needed to then jag past.
Oh, and I can see Team Canada's jammer still in the penalty box at the conclusion of that jam. So another jam started from the Spank Alley penalty box for Team Canada.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an almost instant pass once they rejoin the track at the start of the next jam.
Absolutely.
And we've gone from, I thought we went into an official timeout, but we've changed to a team timeout.
Team timeout. Again, track repairs. So while Bob is looking up some fun facts from our teams, just having a look. See Tuffy out on tracks for Canada. What do you got going on there, Bob?
I'm just having a look. I'll hurt Einstein is the jammer currently in the penalty box for Team Canada. But yeah, she's roller skated in a cereal commercial.
Fantastic.
So she's a celeb, reasonable Instagram following for park skating as well. So,
park skating.
Yeah, so check out I'll hurt Einstein, number 314 for Team Canada.
Roller skating, there it is. Oh, strapping wheels on. It's a gateway sport. Go to your local rink, seriously, have a crack.
Well,
see where it could lead.
Roller derby is not her only sport. She can also fly planes. And she's a bit of a crack shot marksman.
Hot. Wow.
Huge thanks to these teams for providing us fun facts to talk about.
This information, because there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes. These are well-rounded individuals. All right, some nice positioning there. Ooh, Jack in the box. Lined up against Mo Skater. Mo Skerade.
Aussie offence is, by the time they get down to turn 2, the lead jammer for Team Great Britain, Olherd Einstein, back on track for Team Canada now.
Running into no end of trouble with Jack in the box and Power Tower there. Nice formation from Canada. Canada managing to hold down Aussie offence for a while there. That was great. I see why they leave Hurricane Lane as last line of defence there.
Yeah, great awareness and great awareness of pack as well, dropping skaters off.
Thank you. To not get out of play penalties. They're doing a fantastic job.
So it looks like Einstein has passed the star cover off.
To Mo Skater. I'm just going to call Mo.
Just Mo.
Just Mo. It's better than butchering their name. And that is what finally gets Great Britain to call that one off. I really wish I had a little more time to focus on what's happening on the screen, because I am very intrigued by Canada's reforming in the pack. Because it looks to me, they seem like they're not together, but I don't see a jammer getting through, and I'm missing what they're doing. I used to, Team Victoria, back to the game. All right, and look at this, is Twinkle Toes being held up. Beautiful penduluming there from our Canadian blockers, and that is Speed Demon out for lead for Canada. Here we go, we're getting the support, you can hear that, and there,
oh, Twinkle Toes with the big jump again. We've seen them, it's almost becoming a bit characteristic for Twinkle Toes that they'll line up for the jump.
It is, I can see why they needed to. They had Hurricane Lane covering that inside line on the apex, the line they'd hoped to take.
It would make sense for teams versing Team Great Britain for the rest of this tournament to make sure they cover the inside line against Twinkle Toes and some of these jumpy jammers. We'll fight about that later.
Bob, my friend.
Speed Demon finds a quick gap on the inside of turn 3, picks up the
Twinkle Toes having the worst time against what the Beck.
This time it's Speed Demon with the big jump right here in front of our camera position.
Beautifully captured, but Kitty Catapult. What the Beck.
Oh, the placement of those feet on the landing was amazing for that apex jump.
And this is it. This is what we're seeing. Canada, they've been scattered. They've been penalty heavy. They are re-honing their focus, and they are coming back not so much harder as just much more focused.
Speed Demon, I thought he was lucky to get the hips back in front of that blocker then, but not picking up any cut tracks. The ref's in a much better position to see that from where I am.
Crowd now going off in support of Canada. This is fantastic work. This is magnificent. This is, all right, Twinkle Toes does skate as relaxed as they can. Twinkle Toes needing to catch their breath. You just catch that at the bottom of the screen as they're going.
Both jammers considerably slower on that last lap.
Absolutely, but Bob, check out the points for that last jam.
30-point jam for Team Canada takes them to 78, managing to contain Team Great Britain to 8 points for that jam.
So yes, it's late in the game, but this is their first game of the tournament, and this is what we will continue to see as we go. We will see teams having their moments and then coming back, getting their focus and working out how to pace themselves as they go through this tournament to maintain this intensity and gameplay. Oh, Great Britain answering back to the Canadian in-house cheer squad. We're getting cheer wars. We're getting it online, we're getting it in-house. Absolutely, and I'm totally with you. Thank you, Steve Rexy. There was much better defense on that last jam. Looking at the crowd now, it is a packed house here at Mount Warren Park. We're in the city of Logan, which is part of Brisbane. So glad to have Logan City supporting and backing this tournament. This venue is used for a lot of artistic skating championships, so it's great to see that they are supporting all forms of roller sport. Look at this crowd. Oh, that is the magnificent Dino Tello. I love that hair.
I was here last night before the opening ceremony, and before they opened the doors to the opening ceremony, the car park outside was filled with people, and just the atmosphere, because all of the teams and skaters were out there, and as another team arrived, all of the skaters would cheer for them, and it was
fantastic.
Even before any proceedings had started, the atmosphere and the camaraderie between the teams was on full display.
Magnificent. And we're seeing what matters is that when those whistles go, it is laser focus on gameplay. winning, playing your best. In between, other side of the whistles. You're all athletes. Ooh, who have we got on screen there in the orange? In our crowd. Who is that? Can we read? I can't. Union something something? Union of Denmark? Is that Denmark possibly?
I think that is. That might be Team Denmark sitting in the audience.
I don't get to commentate for Denmark until tomorrow. I keep forgetting that's why UK has the orange states, doesn't it? Because all the Danes went over there. Town of Orange. William of Orange. Sorry, history nerd. Men, I'm a nerd. So I don't know that I'm smart enough to be a nerd. I'm possibly more of a dork. All right. But getting back to this game. So Mo Skater.
Masquerade.
Thank you, Bob.
Mo.
Mo. Jamming.
And Atomic Bomb for Team Great Britain. Atomic Bomb, yeah, gets past the last of the Canada defenders, picks up lead.
All right, so that's been a very long break for our skaters. Hard for them to fire back up with that intensity, but look at Masquerade. Look. Feet fighting. Got Pika and Jack in the box. Then in comes Thing One. Masquerade, no surrender, but no relief either. We've got 2 of Team Canada in the penalty box. Atomic Bomb calling that one off. Next jammer will have packet advantage on their side to help get them through. And we are just under 5 minutes left on this game clock.
Swearjar making their way to the jammer line for Team Great Britain. Waiting to see any Team Canada skaters. We might see a team timeout. Now we're going to have
official
an official timeout.
Yep. Something's being sorted out.
Looks like some penalty box officials signalling.
Yep.
I'm wondering if we might be seeing a foul out for Team Canada. We might be able to have a look at Team Canada's penalties on screen, because under the JRDA rules, skaters fouling out do need a chaperone from their team to escort them from the track.
Howabunga.
We see Howabunga making their way away from the playing area as we speak.
Yeah, so this is being managed appropriately. Meanwhile, Hurricane Lane heading out on the track, getting some love from Stevie Whips, knowing that they've got Hurricane Lane out there to help them. Great Britain pack advantage, beautiful pack advantage. And who's that lining up against Hurricane Lane? We've already got Hazmat. Hazmat lining up. Can see just lining up against trying to shepherd and
barely
smallest.
seconds into the jam.
Beautiful. Great work out the front there. Hurricane knew what was happening, did what they could.
Stevie Whips jamming for Team Canada, still engaged on the inside of the inside line.
Oh, no, that wasn't. That's not, that is or isn't Hurricane Lane. I'm misreading numbers. What was Hurricane? 083 is She-Hulk. I'm confusing myself with the 83s and the 083s.
Stevie Whips off to this Bank Alley penalty box, and as I'm talking about it, Swearjar just heading off to the penalty box now as well. So we'll see a quick jam and bounce in the box. One more set.
Well, we won't necessarily see it on camera because that would make everyone a little bit motion sick.
Oh, and straight back into the defensive formation.
Oh, Hurricane Lane, booty blocking. That's a laser target. Once Hurricane Lane has got contact with someone, she knows they know where that person is. Hazmat as well.
She-Hulk just escorting Swearjar to the inside, making them start their pass again.
We've had a panty pass.
I
think that was to What the Beck. No. Yes, that is What the Beck now jamming for Canada. Running in foul of Event Horizon, but hanging on, pushing through. Hazmat out the front is about, being sent for forearms.
And meanwhile, while we weren't looking, Swearjar back to the penalty box for a cut track penalty.
All right.
So it's a power jam now for What the Beck, not in control of the jam time, so we will see a 2-minute jam, which is only 10 seconds to go anyway.
All right.
Let's see if we can get another scoring pass
What
before
the
that.
Beck, What the Beck.
Oh, easily past the blockers there.
Nice positions there. Hurricane Lane had picked one of the opposition blockers, making sure What the Beck could get through without being touched.
2 minutes left to play in this game between Team Great Britain and Team Canada. Swearjar sitting in the Spank Alley penalty box alongside Hazmat.
Masquerade is up to jam for Canada. Going to be helped out there by Hurricane Lane. And we have an official timeout. But the Canadian pack looks like Einstein, Hurricane Lane. Getting a wide view of the venue here of this track 1 here at Mount Warren Park.
So we're just having a look. It looks like we're getting another signal from the penalty box officials,
penalty
asking
box manager
for a chaperone to come along and escort somebody from the penalty box. If we can have a look at Team Great Britain's penalty count on screen, we might get an indication of what is happening as we speak. And there we see Hazmat and Swearjar both fouling out here now as well. So 4 skaters down from this Team Great Britain team now with foul outs. Again, it's a consequence of the level of play and the intensity that these skaters are bringing. They're maybe taking a few more risks than they might normally.
It could be. It's hard to tell, actually watching. You can't tell if it's, or simply if it's the level of intensity. And trying to maintain the level of intensity that they're playing at cleanly, it's a really fine line by times. So
it doesn't look messy to watch, does it?
No, not at all. And it's amazing what small actions can have a bigger impact. And that is the thing. So you want to maintain the intensity, doing it cleanly, and sometimes, you go just past that little line.
And in the background, we can just see we're just having a little look at what's happening on track 2 next door while we're in the midst of this official timeout, sorting out the penalties. We've got some teams lining up, getting ready to...
And who's coming up next on track 2? Do we have our track 2 line up handy? Not just a hand. New Zealand and Mexico. Thank you, Beard. Beautiful assist from our incredible streaming crew. Wearing a fantastic utility kilt. I still do not understand why the males in this country do not wear more things like utility kilts. We get some feral hot weather. Clothing that allows you to breathe. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so New Zealand, Mexico getting ready to play on track 2. And coming up after this one on track 1 over here, we've got in the open division, USA versus Team Australia. I won't say versing again.
Thanks,
sorry,
Bob.
sweet Fanny Adams. I did that to you on purpose.
I'm holding a pen this time.
So this game... They're not.
We're currently running, it's 11:04, so we are already 4 minutes into the third game time on this track.
Yeah, so sorry folks waiting to watch at home. USA and Australia will be playing their next open division game here shortly.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, we've got 1:51 left to go on this Canada-Great Britain game.
All right, watching Canada keep themselves moving, functional. Any sort of movement there sometimes. Are we moonwalking? We're moonwalking. We're moonwalking on skates, people. Pay attention. Track 1. Oh, sorry, Beard. Apologies. I forgot we were looking at track 2 on our stream. But yeah, it's interesting. I always find it very interesting to see the different ways different players keep themselves, get themselves through these long, drawn-out pauses. What's going to help them snap back into gameplay? Some dance, some chat.
I love watching the moment they snack back in as well, where they get the 5-second call.
You hear that?
Game face.
It is intense. But yeah, if you were given these long drawn out ones, you've got to take this time to break.
Yeah, you can see on your screen at the moment, this official timeout alone, up to 4 minutes so far.
Masquerade will be jamming for Canada. Helping out there. I'll hurt Einstein having just a gentle spin to keep themselves limber. Kitty Catapult. Is it Catapult, I believe? 83, yeah. Hurricane Lane. Hurricane Lane. It's a delicate little stag leap onto toe stop. So yeah, the official time. Oh, and someone has broken. I can tell it's the moment when a player breaks, they pull out the worm.
Masquerade. I think we just caught that on camera after one side.
We did catch that to the side of screen. And yeah, again, Great Britain coming down. Because on this side of the whistles, yeah. So we've got for Great Britain on track. I can see we've got Power Tower and Thing 1. Power Tower and Thing 1, 18 and 19. All right, we're getting some applause going on here.
Yeah, I was just noticing that even though it looked like they had fouled out on the penalty overlay before, Swearjar was still sitting in the penalty box. They've just been escorted away from the penalty box with one of the medical officials. So I wonder if they may have picked up a bit of an injury as well.
All right, so that will be what the applause is. Giving some love to let our skaters know we want everyone to play the full length of this tournament. No injuries, people. Look at that drive from Masquerade, pushing through into the triangle.
The Aussie offence will be the replacement jammer for Team Great Britain, returning from the penalty box to the track now. League is not open for them.
Masquerade is going to have to blocked. Around serious block.
The levels and the direction change there were astounding.
Perfect. That was what was needed.
Jammer on jammer down at turn 4. Couldn't quite catch that on screen.
Aussie offence just taking the wind out of Masquerade's sails.
Oh, Mo with a jump across the apex of 1 and 2.
Beautiful work. And there's Aussie offence being held up. And it is Hurricane Lane. There's Albert Einstein being bridged in beautifully there.
And then with another last hit by She-Hulk. They may have initiated that last block a little bit high, perhaps. She-Hulk heading off to the penalty box. Masquerade just recycling back to start that scoring pass again.
Being caught up on the chest of serious block. Then there's Power Tower coming in for the hit, being yielded back. Mike Jack in the box. Jack in the box keeps popping up. Just going to say it.
Mo this time, taken to the outside again. Not going to go back and have another pass. That's enough.
21 seconds were on the clock at that call off. Are we going to see? Is this allowed at this level of play?
Yeah, Canada have a timeout up their sleeve. We might see if anybody calls it.
I'm seeing eyeballs from the Canadian bench. We're on the clock. They're watching. There's a nod.
And they're happy to let the game come to its natural conclusion. The rolling whistle finishes it for us. And we will have Team Great Britain victorious over Team Canada, 202 to 96 points. In a game that was penalty heavy, we saw a handful of foul outs, we saw a couple of injuries, and again we've talked about this being the World Cup and the intensity of play that these skaters are bringing to their gameplay today. Team Great Britain taking this one.
It's fantastic. You will get to see them again later on today.
Yeah, Team UK...
playing USA, up against Belgium. That's the next game I get to commentate, actually. So 1 p.m. you'll get to see UK back against Belgium.
Yeah, and at 12 o'clock it'll be Canada-France. So up next on track 1 here, though, we will have Team Australia taking on USA Roller Derby. So we're a little bit behind schedule. You'll see we'll have a time to derby coming up on the screen for you very shortly. So thank you once again. I've been Bob DeQuickley.
I've been Sweet Fanny Adams.
And we'll talk some more roller derby at you very shortly.